aka people of Detroit. We wanna put people on. You know what I'm saying? We wanna get the world to know more about Detroit.
Well, what makes us different at the Pod is that we want to have real stories by real people and it displaying real triumphs. At the end of the day, in Detroit, one thing we know how to do is hustle harder.
Yo, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Sir LA.
And it's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And y'all in here rocking with The Pod, aka
The people of Detroit.
Yes. And today, on this beautiful day, we got a very special guest in the building.
Okay, period.
She's an influencer. She's an entrepreneur. She is a radio host. It's so many.
CEO Shiro in the building.
CEO Shiro in the building.
Yes, indeed.
And the person I'm speaking of is Randi Rossario. How you doing today?
Hello.
Yes.
Welcome, sister. Yes. Give it up at home.
Give it up.
Woo.
You weren't playing with your father today, you know. We got the memo. I don't know about him.
We're twins. We're 20.
They mad because
We're 20. Meanwhile, we
they
got
mad because
Barney.
I wanted to throw some Laker type stuff on today. Then they got the olive on, but it's cool
You
though.
see how he tried to come
It's my
guilt
favorite
trip?
color.
He tried
but,
to come guilt trip
you know what
the
I'm saying?
Lakers because everybody knows
Don't
Lakers
get it
and
twisted.
Kobe.
No.
You
Don't
tried
get
to.
it twisted. It ain't even that. It's because he called himself LA because it's his initials, so he want to rock LA.
Oh, okay.
It's only right.
Okay.
It's only right,
That's
ladies
cute.
and gentlemen.
It's cute.
But yes, it is a pleasure having you in here today. You know, typically we start off by asking our guests, what hood made you?
Oh, okay. Let's get to it. East Warren.
Yes. East Warren.
East Warren and Cashew. I grew up on East Warren and Cashew. I also got a lot of credibility over on Puritan, Wyoming. You feel me?
Okay.
It's real debatable. They try to fight over what side I'm from, but I'm from
You Detroit.
Yeah, I'm from.
I
But
say.
no, we gonna go on record and say I'm from the Warren, but I got
Okay.
my stripes on PA.
Okay. For sure. Now, you know, growing up, you know, East Warren, you know what I'm saying? Is there anything that Randi wanted to be growing up besides what you're doing now?
No,
Is
exactly.
it you've been doing this since A1 day
Exactly
one?
who I am and what I'm doing right now is what I wanted to do. When I was a kid, I literally used to tell my dad I wanted to be in fact, it's a bit of an adjustment, but I think I just didn't articulate it properly. I wanted to be a radio DJ.
Okay.
Right.
But I didn't know the term media talent or radio host. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what I wanted to do is what I'm doing.
That's a beautiful thing, too. Because I don't know. For me, I just knew it was going to be something dealing with creativity because I went through transitions. I was one of them kids that was free and just said, well, I want to be a journalist and be on the news.
Yeah.
And I want to do radio host and I want to
Right.
be a lawyer. Girl, I was all over the place. I just fell. And then now I do skincare. I don't even know where that came from.
I was all over the place with it too, and the cool thing about it was my mom and my dad always supported it. And
Right.
I could be like, yo, I want to go to the moon. My dad can be like, well, shit, what type of metal we need to build the, craft we got to get up there, and like what type of gas
That's
we need like some 85 gallon. What we need, you feel me?
Exactly.
My mom and dad really poured into the confidence that I display and just not breaking my spirit as a child.
That's dope.
Got you. You know,
so
and
important.
speaking of your parents, you know what I'm saying? Because your parents, you know, they've been together. They've been married 30 plus, been together 40 plus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
That's amazing.
just hearing that is like, you don't hear things like that all the time. Somebody, you know, being married for so long and having a union for so long. It's like, how did that impact your life growing up and, you know, the way you treat your family today?
So I really didn't, because I grew up in a space, I like to say I grew up like hood adjacent. I was kind of in the hood, but not for real in the hood. Like I grew up on a real clean block, a real, most of the households on our block was two parents households.
Everybody took care of their lawns.
Like it was something to be proud of, And then I went to the school that I went to. It was also, most of my classmates came from two-parent households and whatnot. So I didn't really realize that wasn't a norm until well into adulthood. I was like 24, 25 working for a school. And I was like, wait a minute.
Was that Bradford Academy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, working at Bradford. I was like, wow, this is a very humbling experience, because I didn't realize the Black experience was such a... It's such a gap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
And it's sad. I didn't realize, like, my mom and dad always educated me on, hey, we sent you to private school because we wanted you to have a better education. But I didn't realize how lacking the education was that's presented and provided to us for free. It's horrible. Yep. So it took me going through situations like that to learn and realize how blessed I was. But how do I apply lessons from my mom and dad's marriage, or just my witnessing them together to my marriage? The good and the bad. I can apply, if I didn't see them maybe communicating that well as a young child or a young adult, maybe I might be more intentional about communicating my needs and my feelings to my husband. And the good would be, I knew what I wanted in a man. I knew I wanted a man to respect me. I knew I wanted a man to protect me. I wanted a man to help pour into me for real. I was able to know and articulate what I wanted in a man because of what I've witnessed with my mom and my dad.
But it definitely sounds like having that foundation not only sets you up, even subconsciously on a social level, how you interact with others, how you perceive relationships, and then like you said, you got that culture shock when you seen that type of situation, how your life was set up and into place. That's not normal for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But then it's all about, when we see these things, like, how do we make some type of positive impact when we interact with individuals who may not have the same Black experience that we have. Like, I know my experience is different from yours, his is different from ours. So it's like, as a people, it's like listening to these things, it's like, what can we do when we interact with individuals that have experienced something that we haven't?
You can be more intentional. And I think a good example of this is the type of family and household that I come from isn't similar to the type of household that my kid's mom come from. So instead of me, being gung-ho on, oh no, we're going to do this way, or this, I try to, teach her certain things through my experiences. But she also had to be open to that.
Right.
And she is open to it. So I'm able to, kind of plant seeds or give lessons and whatnot, because and she's able to do the same thing to me, because we were, given different opportunities in life. It's just being more, like, being genuinely intentional about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you have to be intentional. Like, if you're going to be educating somebody or trying to help somebody because your situation may have led you down a different path, just be intentional about what you're trying to give and what you're trying to do.
For sure. And, I know somewhere you said, your parents are your best friends. You know what I'm saying? And they met in cosmetology school, correct?
No, so they went to high school together, but they started to date in cosmetology school.
They dated in college. Got you. Okay, all right.
And my dad likes to let it be known that my mom paid for his graduation pictures and stuff in cosmetology school. He was like, I was a player.
Hey.
Shout out Mama. Mama had the bag. Mama had the bag back in the day.
Period.
Now, early on in your childhood, you did, I'll say your lifetime, I know you experienced, different events that happened that kind of shaped you to who you are.
Yeah.
I know it was an incident when you were 5 years old, your father was shot.
Yeah.
Can you explain how that impacted you, and how did you take that, once you became older and realized what really happened, if you didn't already?
Yeah, so no, I realized what happened. The one thing that I didn't realize, though, was it was on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that is crazy. It was on my 5th birthday. Wow.
But he always protected me from that because he didn't want me to associate it with my birthday.
Okay.
I think I always knew I didn't want to live where we lived. When my dad got shot, we lived on 6 Mile in Mitchell. Okay. And I remember being a little girl. I don't remember much before the age of 5, but I remember waking up literally every single day, and I would ask my mom and dad, when we moving? When we moving?
Wow.
When we moving?
Hey, from the mouth of babes, though.
Because what I saw on TV didn't align with what was in my environment.
Right,
and I didn't like it. Why does it look like this? And on TV, they got stores that's not burnt down, and when we moving? So when my dad got shot, on top of the fact that, I had already saw a lot on television, in regards to the lifestyle that I wanted. I also, the double-edged sword to that is I also was exposed to a lot on television with just being growing up as a 90s kid. It wasn't a lot of sensory.
Shout out to 90s.
You know?
That's my favorite decade.
Right.
It wasn't a lot of sensory. So I remember going to see Friday the weekend it came out. I was 5. I remember going to see it because I remember as soon as Big Worm got on the screen, I was like, shit, they about to make fun of me because my daddy looks like Big Worm.
Oh, wow.
He has hair like Big Worm, all of that. Like, I will crap y'all not. So that being said, I was already overly exposed to certain things. And I feel like this mindset that I have that kind of creates this illusion that life is a movie or life is a television show. I've always had that. So the illusion that we were on a television show, my dad got shot, that's part of the plot. That was my mindset as a child. Oh, that's part of the plot. That's part of the story. So, you know, the story keeps going. What's next? What's next? What's next?
Just a vivid way of processing everything.
Yeah. And I think it really took for me to see that my dad was still having physical ailments now that he has to deal with from being shot. My dad has a scar on his stomach from here to here. He still has bullet fragments in him. He still he said it was his birthday this year and in January, and his stomach was upset, and when he had an upset stomach, I was like, you know, like, what you eat? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you know, get it together. You need some ginger ale, whatever. And he was like, no. He was like, you know, my digestive tract was like torn up. I got shot 8 or 9 times. Like, my digestive tract was torn up.
Jeez.
And I never considered that. Like,
the after
how all of this shifted.
Yeah.
You know, so it affected us. We went from being the money family in the neighborhood to damn near having to go into hiding and kind of regroup and restructure. But it really made our bond very strong. My parents genuinely are my best friends.
Wow.
Do you think that some things you didn't realize is just simply because the way they presented things to try to protect you?
No.
No.
I think some things I didn't realize is just based off of a lack of experience.
Okay.
But yeah, no. The person who did try to protect me a lot is my brother. My brother always tried to. My brother Michael, he's always tried to protect me. He's always tried to. Shout out to Michael.
Shout out.
He's always tried to protect me. He's always tried to just kind of guard me. And then once he was like, "Oh wait, you are tough. You are right."
You're like, no, you outside. You know.
Yeah, you off the porch. You off the porch. You good. But I remember the day my dad got shot, and my aunt came to pick us up, and my brother was holding my hand as we were walking out the house, and my aunt was like, "Do Randy know what happened?" And my brother was like, "No." And I was about to say, "Yes, I do." And he was like, he squoze my hand real. Is squoze a word? He squeezed.
It's squoze today.
Squoze it did it.
Squoze is a word in Detroit. He squozed my hand and was like, and I was just like, okay.
You knew what that meant.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool.
Okay,
eat them words real quick and not say nothing. And he's a protector in a different type of way. And I really appreciate and love my brother for that, for real.
That's what's up.
That's real. Nah, you coming up, going through certain things like that, and you know what I'm saying? I know as a teenager, you got into modeling.
Yeah, late teens.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how was that experience when you started to do that?
So really, it started prior to modeling. I started like throwing parties and stuff when I was 16.
Right. Yeah.
And nobody knew how old I was.
Right.
Nobody knew how old I was for real. So
you said your homegirl, you 16, homegirl making IDs and y'all.
Oh yeah.
We had a whole enterprise.
Yeah, we was Gucci. You feel me? We were Gucci, but I literally was throwing parties. My husband, that's how I met my husband. And we were literally throwing parties and stuff together. And then one year I did my 18th birthday. And everybody was like, wait,
how old are you?
What?
We thought you was 25 3 years ago.
Right? No, seriously. So, it was a vibe. It was an experience. I definitely think that, I definitely know that those experiences have laid the foundation for who I am today and where I am in my career.
Nice.
For a fact. And I love that. I think that really goes to show and say, pour into your kids. Like when your kids are naturally drawn to do something or naturally, attracted to something, like let curiosity in there a little bit and really feed into that. Really feed into it. My mom and dad never, like I said earlier, if I told them I wanted to do anything, it was never it was all right, so here we go. How we gonna do it?
Exactly.
I think some people may not even know that they're, discouraging their kids when they say certain things.
They don't. Like, you're right.
You should always be those positive affirmations feeding into them. And even if your kid likes to draw, you know, make sure they have supplies to do what they need to do. Exactly. If your kid likes to dance, maybe put them in a class or two and see how they do. Yep. I'm one of those parents where I tell my kids, I'll support you in what you want to do. But if I sign you up for something and you don't like it, you're going to finish it through the way through, and then you can find something else afterwards.
You got to commit.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Don't tell me you want to try out for volleyball, then quit in the middle of the season. No, you're going to take it to the end, and then we'll figure it out moving forward.
I like that, though, and I appreciate that, because not only does that teach discipline, that also just teaches you to follow through. Follow through on your task. Follow through at the task at hand, and if... You know, because you're not gonna always like everything in life. It's gonna be times where you not gonna like your boss. Might not like your mate. You might not like your job. You might not like your siblings. But you got shit to do, and you need to be there. So commit.
Exactly. And you know, during that time frame when you were kind of hosting and throwing parties, you started setting up. If I'm saying it right or wrong, setting up promoters for artists in that time frame, and that's when you started to dabble in like, you know, more the business side, even more. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're absolutely saying that properly.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was saying that correctly.
Yep. So we started handling the booking of artists coming to the clubs in downtown Detroit.
Okay.
My husband threw a really, really dope, huge Gucci Mane concert back in the early 2010s. We've brought
shout out JT, man. He over here, he quiet. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He always quiet. He's always working. We brought 2 Pistols here for like my 19th birthday.
Oh wow.
It was a vibe. It was a time. We had to be there.
That was a time in general.
Had to be there.
You know, 2020s is hitting different from the 2010s.
You know what, though? I really want us to think about something. And I'm happy you just said this. I really want us to think about like the stories and the photos and the culture from the 1920s, the roaring 20s.
Right.
In 100 years or so, people are going to be looking at ours doing the same thing. So we got to step it up, okay?
Yeah, no, you're
like,
right.
We got to step it up. Like we didn't. So like when did like liquor become legal? Wasn't it like in the 20s?
Yeah, 29 or something.
Yeah, prohibition era.
Prohibition.
So we gotta come harder with our marijuana legalization and all that shit.
We're making strides. We're making headway.
We're making strides.
For sure.
I'm here for it. But we gotta. The 1920s was a time, baby. We gotta. You know what I'm saying? We gotta match it. We gotta match it. We gotta come correct.
Yes, indeed.
We gotta come correct for the 1920s. You feel me?
Nice. Now, I know you say this is your oldest baby. It is also radio.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my oldest child, 8. Well, that's my oldest child. That's my biological child. Because my son about to be 13 next month.
I just got a 13-year-old in June, girl. It's interesting.
Oh, you got a 13-year-old Gemini or Cancer?
Cancer, baby.
Crying all day.
Both my sons are Cancers. My daughter's a Leo.
Oh, so you just be having sex at the same time every year, huh?
Yeah, I told him.
She forewarned me.
I told him, I said, baby, listen, October and November, we got to be real careful because them hormones be jumping like a disco.
Wait, y'all together?
Yeah, that's my lady.
Oh, that's lit. I didn't know that. That's cute. That's cute. I like it. Yeah, make sure you pulling out around October.
No, we discussed this plethora of times.
Cheers to that daily candy.
Yeah. Cheers to being a toaster strudel.
Hey.
And not a Pop-Tart.
Kids, do it when you're ready. That's all I'm saying. All right. If it happened with us, we okay. We just like gonna be like, damn, but
exactly, we gonna be like, damn.
But we gonna make it do what it do.
Period.
I'm just saying like the timing. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I had my first. I gave birth to my first child my first human child at 31, and I would have never done anything differently. I think it was perfect.
Did you do it epidural or did you do natural?
Man, you do not get a reward for doing shit natural. Give me an epidural. Go ahead and get it popping in the back. It might hurt me 10 years later, bitch, but that's okay.
I'm thinking the right goddamn now. I don't care about what 12 years
You
got.
do not get like a trophy for having a natural birth. Congratulations to all the ladies with strong ass backs that can, but bitches like me was not
she
for
said,
it.
listen, I'm not going for it.
Am I supposed to swear? Pardon me.
No, that's perfectly fine. We going off your vibes.
Chilling.
Cool. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you came in
I'm
here,
really from the Warren.
You know what I'm saying? We going off your vibes. You know what I'm saying? So back to also radio. You know what I'm saying? When that started, what was some rough patches you went through while getting it off the ground to be what it was?
You want the list of the rough patches? Because the list of
the journey.
The list of the best parts that'd probably be way shorter. But here we go. Okay. Here we go. So I was the youngest account executive that Radio 1 ever hired, right?
So I know you went through something with that.
So yeah, listen here. Okay, I wasn't allowed in that studio for years.
I mean, I know you got the side eye from all the
for years. But the thing
is, about stuff like that
the thing though is, when I worked at Radio 1 Detroit, I basically was like, hey, this is what y'all brought me in for sales. I'm doing good here. This makes sense, cool. But what y'all are lacking on understanding that the internet is about to take over. The iHeartMedia app had just started popping. But Radio 1 wanted to do their own app. And it's like, listen, that sounds great. That's dandy. But you guys are not moving fast enough.
Right.
So as this transition into like the digital age was happening, I literally am telling them like, this is probably like 2012, 2013. I'm telling them like, yo, we need to be putting more emphasis on our social media platforms so we can start building these platforms, because this is going to be how we monetize in the future. Terrestrial radio is going to die. Okay? No one listened. They ended up firing me for, whatever.
Damn you.
Yeah, fired me.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I was never coming back regardless. I went on a mental health leave. I was never coming back regardless. They fired me.
I'm gonna stay silent about the leaves. I know about the leaves.
when your disability paperwork expired and like before you can get to the doctor to get it re-upped, it was just like, I was like, oh bitch, you called me on my 48-hour grace period, ho. So I got fired. Great. Thank you guys. I love you nonetheless.
Gave you your wings.
Look what y'all birthed.
I was not able to go into the studio literally for years. It was like some secret anti-Randy shit going on. It was
secret
cool.
blackball, huh?
Yeah, but it was cool though, because it was just like, okay, watch this. I'm about to try even harder. So that being said, a lot of the relationships when I started on a radio station, I was like, oh, I'm friends with this person and that person and this person and that person and this person. And I thought I would be able to lean in on those relationships.
Right.
Yeah, that was a lie. That was a lie.
Isn't that great when you realize it ain't really that?
That was a lie.
It's business. That's what they are.
I then I realized I couldn't lean in on those people, and that was a very humbling situation. So I went a different route. I'm like, okay, cool. I can't go this mainstream route right now because y'all acting crazy. I'm about to go toward the college kids and the backpackers, because that's really my audience anyway. I love them weird ass niggas. Works out great. And that's genuinely how we built up Oso Radio. We didn't have to use a lot of the mainstream stuff because we just went for a different audience, and that audience, is like a cult following. Like,
and even in the underground too, it's like when you're doing things and you have your own following, you have your own voice, you have the power, you have the influence. You don't have to go through a lot of the whole bureaucratic and just all that political stuff. You can really just paint your universe around you and have that control. And I think that's really important, especially being a Black woman in business, women of color in business. It's like we have to be in positions where we can have some type of control, because a lot of times being a woman, like you were saying, you making all these suggestions. Not only were you the youngest, but you also a woman. So a lot of this stuff is going on.
And I'm Black.
You know what I'm saying? Period. And it's going over people's heads, So it's like being in a position where you got some power and you're a decision maker. It's like you can go the right direction without having to reach out to people.
Yeah. The difficult part there though was just access.
Yeah.
Like
resources.
having people, and it really was, like I said, it was a humbling experience, but it was also something I was like, I'm eating this shit on the fucking, I'm on y'all niggas' head. Cause it was just like, to see people that you thought rocked with you in a certain way, or you thought was cool with you in a certain way, or, people might comment with you on your stuff like, oh, I'm proud of you. To see those very people attempting to blackball me, it was so hard. I'm like, yo, I'm 25, bro. Like, what y'all give a fuck about Lil Ren for? What's good?
But I know that was an ego boost. Like, okay, I'm really
it wasn't.
Shit.
It wasn't actually.
It gotta be now.
No, it's still not. Cause I'm not the person that. I mean, I handle people not liking me. I don't really give a shit about that. I just don't. I don't handle fake shit very well. I'm very much so a Detroit girl. You feel me? Sure. I don't handle fake shit, and I'm cool with professionalism. I'm cool with all that. Like, if I don't particularly care for someone on a personal level, we out somewhere and we at a professional event, I can speak, I can be cordial because I'm a grown up. You feel me? Exactly. But like, for people that, like, you got my number, you can text me. You feel me? You can call me. You might have pulled up to my mama's house before real quick. You feel me? For people like that to intentionally be trying to set me back, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I thought we was better than that. Because my heart not set up like that. I don't move like that. Like, I don't move in ill intention.
Because you like, if I love you, I love you.
And I rock with you. However I can help you. However you can lean into me. However I can lean into you. Like, however we can just, iron sharpens iron. However I can help you. I want to help you. Yeah. And I had to kind of pull back from that mentality a little bit and just keep that for my circle because I was being taken advantage of like that. Yeah. Like, I'm genuinely down to help. Like, if you want to be a better person, if you want to grow, if you want to start a business, I'd be like, all right, cool. How can I help you? Yeah. All my friends will tell you that. Literally, they hit me up with an idea. I'm like, cool. How can I help? Because I'm not going to sit around and just talk. I don't want to just talk. I want to do.
Exactly. That's facts. I tell people all the time, like, man, you could tell me anything, but if you're not showing me shit, that don't mean nothing. Like, I could tell you I got $1 million in the bank. Like, if I ain't showing you shit, like, what, you gonna take my word for it? You know what I'm saying? Like, just that. Yeah. But, like I say, it's like, people in Detroit, we go off vibes. So, whenever we out and about, if we experiencing some type of just weird energy, we hit left. We don't entertain it. We don't, oh, that's what, we this way.
Unless you want tip. If you like 33-year-old Randy for sure not, but 23-year-old Randy, if the energy was off, I'm checking the energy. So nigga, you got an issue or something?
Oh no,
you feel me? But now,
shit like that can go down. But like
as a grown up, and
then when you got stuff on the line and stuff you got to do,
listen,
I gotta get up in the morning. I don't got time for y'all to be bailing me out.
Man,
like,
crazy.
Bye.
Listen.
And I forgot to mention in the beginning when I was, saying all her titles and everything that she did, I forgot to mention that she's an author as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She has 6 published books out currently.
Yeah.
And you got 2 in the stash.
I got 2 in the chamber,
Ready.
Yeah. And it's crazy. I wrote that down. I wrote down 2 in the chamber.
Yeah.
You said it. I said 2 in the stash right now.
I got
but
2 in the chamber.
That's crazy.
I got 2 ready. The 2 that's ready to go is...
They the ones.
Yeah,
they don't.
They them.
They do them.
They them for sure.
Them ones.
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh man, and a lot of people don't know too that what I'm saying, Randy, she play a little ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hooped for 13 years.
Yeah, then you play for was St. Jude your first team?
Yeah, I played for St. Jude. I played for Regina. And after that, I was like, oh shit, I'm a pretty girl. Fuck y'all. Yeah. No, after that, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Really, what happened was my junior year, I got cut, and I had never been cut from a basketball team before. So I started really getting money and focusing on getting my cheese. So my senior year, I came back in young Randy fashion, tried out for the team. The coach handed me my jersey, and I smiled like thought so, and handed it back to her. And I ain't never hoop again. Yeah,
that stung.
Yeah. I proved the point, but I definitely changed the trajectory of my life not hooping that year.
She like, I just came to prove a point.
Yeah, I feel like I wanted to do. I won the war. I won that battle, but I for sure I don't want to say I lost the war because my life still turned out to be pretty decent. You feel me? But
right.
I don't know. I might have been a college hooper somewhere. You feel me? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you never know.
Maybe.
But yeah, it felt good giving her that.
You start balling in a different court.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Period, poo.
Period, poo. I want to ask you something too. What does the name? Just want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. Is it Mara McDonald?
Mara McDonald.
Mara
McDonald.
Yes.
Oh, you
Mara
know
McDonald.
Mara from WDIV. That's my dog.
What does that name mean?
Man, let me tell you. So listen, I found Mara again this year. When I was, I believe, a sophomore in high school. She came and spoke to us at Regina, and she just kicked it with us. I don't remember everything she said. Mm-hmm. I remember her just kicking it with us, and it wasn't like the whole, how like usually on career days it's like, well, boys and girls, if you come and do A, B, C, and D, you're gonna be great in life. It wasn't that fluff. It was like, hey, yeah, you can do good in media, but make sure you go to school for da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. And I mean, here, you need to prioritize English and speech, and, know, math ain't really a priority. You got to know how to count your money. I never forget that. I said, oh, I found my career. oh yeah, here we go. But she just the seeds that she planted that day. Like I said, I don't necessarily remember everything she said. It was more so the energy and the vibe. Like the seeds that she planted. She had such confidence when she was speaking to us and whatnot. And shoot, I never forgot it. Like, I never, ever forgot it. And with the time when I had the opportunity to give her flowers and let her know, like, hey, bro, like, the conversation that you had with us in high school really stuck with me. And it really definitely impacted me as a young adult. I really appreciate that. The moment I had the opportunity to do that, I did that. And it was really, really dope because she received it. She remembered speaking to us at Virginia.
That's dope.
And it was cool. And now we Facebook friends and she be liking my stuff and commenting on my son. I'm like, oh, this is more McDonald here. Like,
right.
Bro.
Listen, and if y'all don't follow Randy, you definitely she's definitely worth a follow on all social media platforms. She entertained me
all the goddamn time. Instagram.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, like your reels, like everything you post is entertaining. You always got something to talk about.
Or informative.
You know what I'm saying? Or you touch bases on something that's going on that we just seen in the news. Like, hey y'all, who the fuck? Why the fuck this happened? You know what I'm saying?
No, your reactions are priceless.
Yeah,
thank
it's like
you.
It's dope
Thank you.
as hell.
I be trying, man. You know, I be trying.
It's dope as hell.
I can tell it's natural,
that.
and I think that's why I think a lot of people take a natural liking to you is because it's organic.
Yeah,
and just seeing you just keep moving. I love it. I love the.
You know what? You know what it is for real. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna record my video how I want to record my video.
Oh, you
I might get on there
dressed up, not dressed up.
I might get out here looking like this. I might get out here with my bed head. One of my homeboys was like, Rand, you get on, you record your videos just when you think about something. I could tell because it'd be hitting. Just when you think about it, you just post it. I said, absolutely. He was like, you don't be giving a fuck how you look. I said, no. The person I'm fucking for the rest of my life know exactly what I look like. The fuck I care about what y'all think for?
Exactly. It's like, this me.
Like?
And then at the same time, like, this me.
He know what I look like. He know what he got.
Like, I'm not about to be like, you're not about to wake up like,
I'm
going to do a skit today. Let me go find 3 outfits.
Yeah.
Let me go do my makeup. You know what I'm saying? That's just,
I'm not that influencer. And that's no shot at none of y'all influencers. It is that influencer. That's not me.
I barely can draw a straight line, so my makeup skills is real basic.
I tried that way though. I tried to do let me do the videos. I'm gonna do 3 at a time and just change my shirt out. It's not me. I be wanting to talk about what I be wanting to talk about.
It's like you putting on the character versus who you are.
If I wanted to, I could. I lost so much weight last year. My closet looked like a fraction of what I originally had. So I'm like, I can't do 85,000 videos in a day.
You know, Sweetest Day coming up, big dog.
I gotta buy as I go.
Sometimes my birthday falls on Sweetest Day. Some years, but we always do something.
That's dope.
I give him this credit. He's the spontaneous dude. He'd pop up and drop something, and I look, it's a package. Like, what's this?
That's cute.
He alright.
That's cute.
The element of surprise is the best.
I order stuff and send it to myself, and I say it's from my husband.
Did you use his credit card?
He pays my credit card.
Okay, period.
So, hey, it all evens out, okay?
There you go.
Because my husband gets gift-giving anxiety anyway. Like, so he's like, listen, you got to.
That's not his love language.
Yeah, it's not. Affirmations is his love language. So, he gets gift-giving anxiety. I know what I want anyway. So, yeah, big dog, I'm going to just pay for this over here. And
I think I'm the opposite of that.
Really?
I'm the gifty.
I be wanting affirmations. He'll give me a gift.
I'm the let's go out of town. I got the flights and let's do.
Yeah.
I'm that.
He's that guy.
I don't be all, you know what I'm saying? But I still show my love and I'm loyal and I'm faithful. Yeah. I still do all the right things. Yeah. I just show my love differently. You know what I'm saying? So it just made me think when you said that.
We need to pause. We need to have a whole episode about affirmations and love languages. Because listen, I can talk your ear off about this one.
Listen, I love a love language. They all mine. My primary one, though. I used to think my primary one was gift giving, but it's not. My primary one is words of affirmation. My husband sent me like 5 long ass messages this week, and usually something like that would drive me crazy. But I was reading it, and like the stuff that he was pouring into me, I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to give you this pussy later.
Period. On a platter. Here you go, boo.
It's all yours. All yours.
Oh man, so I wanted to ask you about something I seen. It's a picture in the newspaper. You're 1 day old.
Oh yeah. I was born for this.
Can you explain that story?
I'm trying to tell you.
Literally, it's a paper sheet. It's a picture.
In the paper.
She's a baby. She's 1 day old, in the paper. Her mom's in the background.
And my mama looked just like me, so you thought I time traveled.
It's like, how did this, what? So, of course, I had to ask you because I need to know the story behind that.
So, I don't think anything happens by chance at all. I think that everything happens for a reason and within alignment. Yeah. The doctor that, and this story is actually very deep. I'm going to get to the full story.
No, take your time.
The doctor that birthed me, I guess, would help assist with birth. That's not the doctor in the photo. Oh, that doctor in the photo was the doctor that was doing the rounds for that day.
Okay.
At Hustle Hospital. Shout out to everybody born at Hustle.
Hey.
And the Free Press just so happened to have been doing or Detroit News, one of the two, had just so happened to have been doing a story on that doctor.
Oh wow.
That day. So insane, right? But that's what I'm saying. Nothing happens by chance. I genuinely feel like it was my announcement, the announcement of my birth to the world.
And media.
Dead ass. I genuinely feel like that.
That's wild.
And the doctor, that doctor had never worked with my mom, seen my mom. It wasn't my mom's doctor or nothing like that. Wow. That was the doctor that was just there doing rounds that day.
That's crazy.
And the photographer was just like, basically came at a certain time and got the pictures, and that was that. Fast forward 30 years. I posted the picture on my Instagram. The doctor's niece DM'd me.
Oh wow!
Like that's my aunt.
Wow!
I said, oh my God, is she still alive?
Wow.
Like not even funny, but like is she still
really,
alive?
Right.
Yeah, real.
She's
real
like,
nigga activity.
She's like, yeah, she's retired in Florida. I'm like, oh my God, like can you connect us? So we connected via email, and it's really dope. That's the end of the story. We connected via email, and that's that. Right. But I just thought it was really dope how it came full circle, and it was like a full circle type moment. Like I felt like I was born, and that was in the media. And it was like a big public announcement, like Princess Randi was born.
Right, that is crazy.
Yeah, like full name in the paper.
Right, I was about to say now. I think it was Randy Shanice.
Randy Shanice.
Shanice,
yes, Randy Shanice Hardy. That's my
Hardy.
That's anybody. Yes. There you go. There's the old name.
That's the official name.
That's that legal.
Not anymore.
Well, not anymore.
Right,
but
if you can figure out
came in the world.
If you can figure out what the legal name is now, kudos to you. Most can't. Or won't.
Man, that's deep. When I seen it, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's dope.
She came into it like, hey, this me, yo.
Yeah, listen. All of you little booger heads that's popular on social media.
Like, no, I came through kicking shit down.
I came through. Listen, you niggas wasn't getting no ink, okay?
You really was born to this. You
These
not knew
niggas wasn't getting no ink. They wasn't getting ink in high school in the paper.
I
was definitely getting ink
she
from
can
day
literally
one.
say day one.
And I was getting ink in the paper from in high school too. So yeah, be clear. This is what I do, honey.
Can literally say day one. That's crazy. But that's a very interesting story, and it's crazy. I didn't expect you to actually tell us that you reconnected with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, how was her reaction when you actually contacted her?
It was like I said, it was via email. It was real like it gave old auntie, like the the cool old auntie.
Oh yeah, got
that cool old hey, don't come here with all that noise. Take them shoes off. Take them shoes off.
Wash your damn hands now.
Reach around. Oh, I don't care what nobody say. That D.L. Hughley stand up for Kings of Comedy will forever be hilarious to me.
Oh,
reach
man,
around,
classic.
Reach around, wash it off.
I was saying that house the other day, talking about wrench around.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Rinse that off real quick. What up, doe? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Sir LA.
And it's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And y'all in here rocking with the pod, a.k.a. the people of Detroit. And today, we just wanted to drop some jewels on y'all, about our ventures and what's going on. As y'all know, the podcast, The People of Detroit, is sponsored by Shywear LLC and also Natural Nation LLC. But as far as Shywear, that's on hold for right now, but it is coming very soon. Shout out my daughter, LaShyla, dedicated to her. But today we talking about Natural Nation. And as far as Natural Nation, we got a lot to offer. We got a whole location. We got a lot of natural hygiene products. And it's very good for the skin, very good for the body. And right here next to me, we got the CEO herself, Miss Dahlia. And I'm going to let her go into detail and tell y'all about the business.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to deliver those smell good goodies that you love. We have a variety of soaps, body butters, scrubs. We even make beard balms for men, He be twinkling and glistening.
You know it.
And we have relaxing bath teas. Now, you can come see us 7 days a week at 12 Oaks Mall in Novi. We're located right near the Cheesecake Factory, so you can get that good grub and get some self-care at the same time.
Yes.
Outside of that, we're still processing online orders. Just make sure you hit the website at www.therealnaturalnation.com.
Period.
Okay.
So what I want to know your favorite childhood memory growing up in Detroit.
Oh, man.
The best one that sticks out to you, because I know it's many. You know, because growing up in the 90s in Detroit, you know, it's different.
You know what's so fucked up? What's so fucked up is because most of us, or a lot of us, come from such a crazy background or whatever, like, you literally, you live in your trauma. So when you say childhood memory, honest to gosh, everything that was traumatic literally just bombarded me. So let me think of something else. Let me shovel through all that shit.
You gotta move it around in the shelf.
You feel me?
Move it around on the shelf.
And get to the goodness. Okay, so my favorite childhood, adolescent, young memory would be we used to live on a street called Mitchell, and the back of our house, it was a big field, and right on the other side of that field was a place called Simpson's Candy Store.
Okay, cool.
I lived at Simpson's Candy Store. Shout out to Donnie Simpson. He's a historical legend.
Donnie Simpson?
Yeah,
that's dope.
That's ill.
He from here.
Right.
Damn.
He's from here.
Okay.
His parents used to own a candy store.
No, I didn't know they had a store.
Wow.
Yeah, they had a candy store on
That's
on 6 Mile. Yeah, Record of Candy Store. There you go. And he used to come and do in-stores and stuff like that in the store in the middle of the hood. Yeah, it was lit.
All I want to know, did he have fruities in there?
Yes, they had fruities, Laffies, Taffies, all of that, right? So the field behind our house, one of the rules in our household, my dad always said was like, if there's money on like the little coffee table, like that's like money for the kids, right? So you could grab it to go to the store, you can grab it to go to the ice cream truck, whatever. So one time my dad he left some money on that. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's my time to shine, baby. My time to shine, baby. I took a 20 off of it, and I literally had to be no more than 4 or 5. And my mom's perspective, she said everybody was freaking out, like, where's Randy? Where's Randy? Aww. And I do remember this. I'm walking in the field, and my mom's like, Randy Shawnees, where are you going? And I held my money up and was like, I'm going to the penny candy store. I'm going to the candy store.
About to drop a bag.
Yeah, dropped a bag. And then I still went. My brother just came with me. And I opened up all of the candy. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, this makes sense. I opened up all of the candy, unwrapped it, and put it in the bag so I can eat it faster.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a genius. All of you niggas is dumb. What?
Jesus.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorite childhood memories. And then I guess one of my favorite teenage memories would be my cousin Amber used to come pick me up. And she would come pick me up, and I would go spend the weekends on Puritan, like I told you guys.
Yeah.
And, once you start getting hot in the ass, when you get a little bit older, you figure out ways to finesse those situations. And instead of my cousin Amber coming to get me, one time my cousin Dominique came to get me. But we always knew how to set the phone call up. My parents always needed me to check in. So the check-in, Amber used to always call my dad. My cousin Amber used to call my dad Cedric the entertainer. She used to be in the background like, hey, Sadie. So I told Dom, like, look, when you pick me up and you hear me call my dad, and I'm like, I'm in the car with Amber, you got to be in the background like, hey, Sadie. So, listen.
I've been the whole plan ready.
I have been a genius. I just used to be an evil genius. You feel me?
She was a villain at one time, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the villain of every story. I'm okay with that. Believe all that shit.
So they said it, yep.
Yeah, believe all that shit and leave me alone. But yeah, so Dominique in the background like, hey, Sadie. And we went out and had a good time, going to the club, having, whatever. And that was a good time too. That definitely is something I always remember. My cousin Dominique is the first person that gave me crab legs.
Shout out to Dominique.
Yeah. When I was a teenager. Dominique used to have me, she had me together.
She was getting you cultured, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
She like, eat this. I eat it.
But was eating it in the middle of the hood though. I bullshit you not. We had crab legs for the first time I had crab legs for the first time on 7 Mile. And like Gunston, bro. No, not that. No, they don't even cost. It was 7 Mile and what street was that? Fairport. It was an apartment complex right there, bro. Like it was nothing about that culture, but the snow crab legs.
That's hilarious.
That's
that ain't crazy. Had no butter to dip in it.
I'm sick like that you remember the first time you had crab legs.
Right, though.
Vividly, in detail.
Let me tell you something. I might not remember nothing else, but my fat ass is going to remember some food. I love food, bro. I love food as much as I love breathing. Amen. Yes, it's that serious. I do. I love me food. Too. I love food. Yes. I do. I think food is here for me and you. It's here. Yes. I love food.
You said no.
Both proposal 3 for food. Yes.
Yes, I love it. I live to eat. Yes, living. I mean, honestly, I think like the traveling food bloggers that have like monetized, I think that's the coolest career ever.
Yeah, no, listen, they figured out life.
That's the coolest career
ever.
You
gonna pay me to travel
and write a review.
Eat? Yeah. And all I gotta do is tell you my opinion of it?
Okay.
Oh, you niggas do it.
Let's just hope he take care of himself. You better go be hitting all type of shit after.
No, the key is just if you know you're gonna be eating all day, just eat a little of each thing.
Yeah. Or have a salad first. If you're gonna eat a 3-pound burger, make sure you eat a salad before that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we gonna jump left field. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here for all the shit.
We gonna talk about something that you ain't did in a while. You know what I'm saying? And that's Rosie and the fellas.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I was I'm about to beat somebody else.
No. Don't hurt nobody.
You said we was switching lanes. Somebody ain't did in a while. I ain't had to get nobody's hands in a minute.
We don't need to hurt anybody. All right, unless it's necessary.
Just make sure you stretch before a fight so your knees don't lock up.
Exactly. You said 33. I'm 33 too. So listen.
You try to fight me, you gonna catch 2 bullets.
Hey, listen, that's all Lil Betty. I stay with Lil Betty. See, I ain't
gotta fully.
Listen, I got this sciatic thing going on.
Fighting that nigga. But you know, as far as Rosie and the fellas, like, could you explain to the people how that came about and how did you end up creating that band?
Yeah, so I didn't actually create the band. The band is already a band. They call it Jacked, and they're
okay, interesting.
My twin brothers are in the band, and a couple of their friends as well. And I really believe in them musically. Like they're very, very dope. They're very, very naturally gifted people.
Right.
So they've been in the band literally since high school. My twin brothers graduated in 2008. So that shows you how long they've been doing music. When we decided to do Rosie and the Fellas, it was literally one of my brothers had hit me and was like, yo, I wrote this song and it was called Caught in a Trap. And he's like, I want you to do the whole song. And I'm like, why don't you do the hook? You stay on the hook and I take the verses, right? So he sends me the whole song, do the song. It's a banger.
Okay.
So it starts out with me and my brother, and then we had a guy named Aaron Williams. It started off as us 3. And then once we started doing more songs, it got into like more of a pop rock vibe, and we wanted to do like a complete band. So we added Kevin Wilson, we added my other brother Corey, and my brother's best friend Mish, and it was a vibe. Like we did really good. I really wanted to help. I wanted to help get them to another level and get seen, because I feel like there's a lot of different type of music here in Detroit, but it's a certain scene that gets seen a lot, right?
For sure.
Yeah, and a lot of it is more of a popularity contest.
Yeah,
too,
and I feel like,
it's like that.
And I felt like with my brothers, I felt like they were being overlooked because of their talent. And honestly, I genuinely like making music too. So we were, doing our thing in a great way. We performing at festivals, traveling, merch doing good, TV placements. Wham, bam, I get into a car accident.
Right. That happened in 2018, correct?
Yeah. Yep. Get into a car accident, and I'm diagnosed with post-traumatic epilepsy.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of the things that I would experience on stage, like initially my memory was crappy. My memory is still kind of crappy. My husband will tell you, me shit like 3 times, and I'll be like, you never told me that.
Mine's is bad.
He be like, listen, I told you this 8 times. Look, I got it in paper and you put it in blood.
Put it on the calendar, still can't remember.
But thank God he's patient and loves me. But I got into an accident in the height of, like, we running full speed. You feel me? Like, we going. And that was so depressing.
Oh, man.
Because it was like,
imagine. I'm sure
everything that, we built up, like, so the momentum. So our older brother, let's paint this picture. Our older brother is a gentleman named Zeno Jones.
Okay.
He is one of the people that was hands-on with Big Sean very early on in his career, one of his managers and whatnot. So I'm like, listen, I already know the game. If I set us up in a position to win and do what I'm supposed to do, making sure our videos is professional, making sure our views where it needs to be, making sure our merch where it needs to be, we getting our performances and whatnot.
Y'all had some visuals for sure.
Oh yeah, slaps. I directed everything.
Dope.
Every concept visually. Those are all my concepts. Complete the locations, all of that.
Shit.
Okay.
But I've directed videos for Slum Village, for Oli Mac, for a few different people.
Talk that shit.
I knew that if I got us to a certain position, my brother wasn't ever going to be able to tell me no. You feel me? Like at some point, if I get us here, nigga, you gotta fuck with us. You feel me? I got us there, and then I had to fall back, and I felt like my world was taken from me because it was like, what the fuck? Like this is what I'm putting my energy and my time into. I kind of like I kind of had fell back a little bit from Oso, and it was just like, damn, bro, this really where we at with it? All right. So shit, my whole life completely shifted from there. My husband and the accident was January 2018. My husband and I got back together May 2018, and my life really just did like a whole kind of change. Like I became a wife and a mother, and I'm still very much so in the creative scene, especially with my position with Workshop. But will I ever probably be the talent again? Probably not. I think I'm done there. But I also think that when you're an artist or when you're a creative person, you immediately think that that's aligned with, oh, I got to be an artist or I got to make music. Yeah. You don't think about the other careers within that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's support roles, business roles. Yeah,
so like I might be good at being an artist because I'm just honestly, humbly, I say this from the most humble space in my heart, I'm genuinely good at anything I touch. If I try it, I'm gonna knock it out the fucking park.
I feel the same way. That's nothing wrong with that. It's a blessing to have that. Absolutely.
So I really had to do some deep digging, and it's like, okay, Randy, do you really feel like this is worth your time? Like, is this really worth is this what you called to do, or are you doing this on some like, no, I want to do this to prove a point? And it gives me space and time to really just kind of reset. Like I'm able to, like what I'm doing right now with Workshop, I'm resetting and I'm really kind of able to focus on what I need to focus on.
And that mindset, though, that's that type of attitude that no matter what happens or what comes your way, you can always push forward, persevere. You can always, like you say, reset, evolve, and just constantly recreate your world. And I think that's really dope. Because something you said, I felt a little emotion come out of me because I had worked very hard to open a location. And within my first 30 days, I was in a horrible car accident with daughter, and we were blessed leaving my location. Horrible car accident, and we were blessed to walk away from that. But now I'm dealing with the injury part and the doctors and all of that craziness, and it takes away time from my location. So I understood exactly what you were saying when you say it put you in a depressive state, and it definitely feels like a literal spiritual block when something comes right when you're excelling to that next level. And I felt that wow, it's something trying to stop me from getting where I'm supposed to be with this. But like you said, you had to take a step back and just kind of reevaluate everything around you and make the decision from that. And at the end of the day, it was like it still didn't stop anything.
Yeah, my other thing too was be okay with chapters. Like I was so upset with the fact that we kind of stopped with Rosie and the fellas, and I was so upset with the momentum for Oso Radio has slowed up because of that. But in reality, like, I did what the fuck I'm supposed to do with that.
You completed the mission.
Like, even with Oso, we're looking at doing a relaunch, and it's not going to be the same Oso that everybody remember. And we on our 8-year anniversary next month. You feel me?
Congratulations on that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Please let us know.
You.
So we gonna hold it down.
We'll support any way we need to.
All day.
I just think that I had to step out of my own way, because a lot of time we be in our own way in our ego, like, oh no, I want this, and this, because this is what the plan was. And sometimes the plan really just be the plan be the idea that's gonna get you on the path of what you're really supposed to be doing.
Okay, amen.
Honest to God, Oso Radio was never my calling. My calling was never supposed to be putting myself on hold to help other people. My calling was really developing myself as a leader, developing myself as a businesswoman, and that's why Oso Radio was what it was and is what it is, and it's at where it's at for real.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's very dope for sure. Cause you know what I'm saying, a lot of people when they go through trying things in life, most people give up, and they don't try to come back harder or stronger to try to revamp their brand or to do what they need to do. But
I got way too much. In a good way, I got way too much. I gotta do it and prove it to these niggas to give up.
Sure.
I had that
like
problem.
her.
Yeah, I got that problem.
Like
Yeah.
her.
It's like it's a good thing. Sometimes it can get in our way, but it's not a bad thing. It's a motivation too.
I've learned to not be completely motivated in wanting to shit on people or not get my lick back list. I'm not motivated by that, but I am motivated by how you said you told your child that if you have me pay for something, you start, and I started,
just see it
you
through.
got to finish it.
Yeah.
And that was, I mean, like I told you, I did end up giving the girl my jersey back, but that was the end of my athletic career, and I knew I was done with athletic.
The season was
athletics.
over for you.
Yeah.
That was the season.
That chapter was done. You feel me? I don't quit. I don't quit. It might depress me. It might bend me. It might drain me.
But
cry, it's not gonna fucking break me.
That's
I don't
right.
quit.
Right.
It's not.
I swear you sound just like her. I'm telling you, the second she sees something, the second something that she thinks somebody she can't do, oh no, I'm doing the shit out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and most of the time, I don't stop her because I know it's gonna be something positive. It's gonna be something that's, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna come out of that's gonna bring some positivity. So most of the time, if not all the time, whenever she want to be extra, I think like, that's gonna be so helpful to the brand, to our brand, whatever we trying to do. So I don't never be mad at it. But if it's times where I'm noticing, like, all right, sit your ass down, go to sleep, lay down,
Try again.
like,
I think
relax.
with me, I still
it do be
the
times like
proving,
that,
though.
but it's time. I only say that when it's necessary.
Yeah.
When I know, like, oh no, you're not leaving, you're not doing no drop off, drop pack. No.
I
Sit
will say
down,
that you get a balance.
relax.
But what I will say is, for me, for a long time, it was definitely getting a lick back. Especially when I feel like in different situations, sometimes people can be bullies because they're of their own insecurity and hatred. They try to hinder you. Yeah. And then I started looking at it like, okay, it might not necessarily be lick backs with these situations. I look at it like, I don't want to plant their negativity in my subconscious mind and defeat myself. So sometimes I got to prove stuff to me.
I understand what you're saying. I actually did a video about this 2 weeks ago. Ken, do me a favor. Can you get my cousin from me real quick at the door? My cousins are here from Vegas, and I haven't seen them in about 10 years.
Oh, this is a blessing. Family reunion.
Okay.
Hey.
Shout out to cousins.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lily and Aunt.
Listen, look, the pod is real nigga activity. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But in regards to getting your lick back, I stopped wanting to get my lick back, or I stopped actively getting my lick back because I'm not gonna say I stopped wanting to because I always want to get my lick back.
the feeling's gonna be there.
It ain't nothing like that feeling.
Yeah, that feeling is always
different.
Man.
But I stopped acting on it because I realized these bitches is just not worth my energy.
And God always prepare a table for you in front of your enemies anyway.
Yeah,
So it's like it's gonna happen naturally. You ain't got to do it.
Yeah, like a lot of the people, you will get caught up. You get caught up in the everyday quarrels of life and the everyday bullshit, and you don't even realize that you might be acknowledging some shit that's genuinely beneath you. Because you on Facebook, because you giving access to people that
and the subs,
because you went to school with somebody, now they got access to you forever. Fuck that. Like it's so easy to feed into bullshit. It's harder to not feed into bullshit. So my rule on how I make the adjustments is, if someone's trolling me in my comments on Instagram, I'm gonna respond to one negative, and for every negative thing I respond to, I have to respond to 3 positives. So if I respond to a negative comment and they're like, "Oh, you look ugly," and I'm like, "Your mom's not here," cool. I got to give 3 people that said something positive. I got to give them that same energy. Yeah, because that way my karma always outweigh in the good side.
Yeah, I like that.
You feel me?
I like that.
Nice.
Shout out to my family just walked in.
Right. The gang is
Shout out to the
here.
fam.
Gang.
Fans straight from Vegas, they came through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She ain't seen them in a while, so it's a pleasant surprise for her. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I wanna bring up something else with you. What you got currently? I ain't gonna lie, you going super fucking crazy with it.
Yeah.
And it's tonight's conversation.
Okay.
Now, on that, I've watched quite a few videos. The thing that I notice about it, y'all talk about the stuff that people are scared to talk about.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? People be scared to talk about what y'all talk about. And I notice, like, whenever I watch you and what you have to say, you always have an insightful opinion on what the topic is.
Yeah, I'm not
you know
just
what
a
I'm
fluff
saying?
talker.
For sure. So explain to the people your experience with that and currently with that, you know what I'm saying? And how's it been since you've been doing it?
Okay, for sure. Is this thing on?
It's super on.
The niggas is crazy. No, they crazy. I'm crazy. It's dope. It's a really, really dope situation. We've been recording together since the beginning of this year, January 2022.
Okay.
Ace literally DM'd me one day like, hey, I got this podcast I think you'll be good for. And I was like, oh, that's great. What type of money is niggas talking? And he was talking some decent money, so I'm like, for sure, nigga, I'm in that bitch.
Okay.
And it was cool. It was a vibe. The very first day I got there, I'm not gonna front on y'all. The very first episode I got there, the dude that I'm always arguing with, he said this like, okay, let's actually paint this picture.
Okay.
If you ever watch tonight's conversation and you like, damn, why Randy got so much energy toward Rico, or damn, why Randy got so much energy toward Mr. Let Go? Here's the situation. Mr. Lego, my dog in real life, right? Rico is growing to be my dog. But let me tell you how this happened. Okay. We got to Ohio, and immediately when I got there, I'm like people are attracted to my energy.
Yeah.
So the production team is all, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? The people that's there is like, oh, hey, how's it going? And, you know, I'm gonna match your energy with it. Like, hey, what's up, boo? But we also know that I have a very strong energy. Okay? And to some people, they equate that to masculinity.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like dude was intimidated by my energy when he first met me. And when I first got there, he kept trying to, like when we first started recording, he kept saying little slick shit trying to cut in. I'm like, wait a minute, my guy. I don't know what you thought this was. I don't know where you thought we was from or what I was on. But my nigga, I'm from Detroit. I'm with all of that shit. I'm with every ounce of shit. It's ironic because at the same time, you got the right one and the wrong one.
Hey,
it's ironic as fuck. But we here. Yeah, never been to two.
Fact.
So it's to the point though, it got so turned up. My husband don't even come into the podcast room.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because he like, I thought it was
he like, I ain't about to pop a nigga, babe. I'm going to stay back.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay back.
Yeah. Okay. So whenever
you can tell me the story later.
He would be like, you know, like, why you got so much energy toward Rico? That nigga set the standard. You set the tone for our
that was
relationship
the impression
on
you
camera.
gave,
yeah.
So, I mean.
You set the tone for our relationship on camera. And now it's to the point where I'm like, oh, okay. You a few years younger than me. I talk to you like a little bro for real. But if I gotta cut into you, I'm gonna cut into you. But that's anybody though. If I gotta cut into anybody, I'm not scared to cut into anybody. You feel me? Because I'm not ever coming from a place of arrogance or trying to shit on you. Like if I'm trying to tell you something, and if my energy goes to the point where I'm talking to you like these,
right?
What did you do? For every action, there's a reaction. Yes, you have to be in control of yourself, but you also don't have to stand for nobody disrespecting you.
Period.
Exactly.
And that's really why that relationship. That's why that go like that. Literally, the very first show, I'm like, my nigga, I'm from Detroit. I'm with all of that shit. I'm like, listen, don't sit here and let that good day shit fool you, bro. Like, I try my best. I work very hard to be a positive person. Bitch, I'm from the east side of Detroit. Stop playing with me. Yeah. In real life.
Hey, niggas gonna understand, you know.
Listen, people expose their insecurities and how they treat others.
They
too,
understand.
You know?
They understand already. When we did a tour recently, and we had our Detroit stop. Literally, as he's introducing me, Ace is like, you know, homegrown from Detroit, and she gonna let you know every chance you get.
Fact.
Everybody in the audience like, woo! Like we all like that. As soon as it go there, if you out of town. You out of town right now. You in Florida. Niggas walk up on you or whatever. You at a bar. Nigga bump you, whatever. Make you feel uncomfortable. Da 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 da.
Right.
The first thing you gonna say, you turn to that nigga. Nigga, I'm from Detroit. Nigga. Nigga, 313. Nigga.
Yeah, I don't
Fuck is
know
you
what
saying
it
that? Like
is.
and guess what they gonna do? Guess what's gonna happen? Them out of town niggas is gonna tighten up because niggas know.
Facts.
They know. It's a level of respect.
And they gonna be like, hey, and why is it when you out of town, your name is never your name? It's Detroit. Hey, don't mess with Detroit.
Yeah. I'm with that though. I'm with that. I'm with that. Yeah.
No, facts, though.
If that's because I look at it like this. I don't want anybody to be afraid of me. But fear and respect go hand in hand. So if I have to instill fear in you to respect me, that's between you and your God. Figure it out.
Oh, for sure.
Figure it out. Because I'm going to respect you out the gate.
Because this
generation is not a respectful generation.
No, never.
For some reason, people have it misconstrued in their head that respect is to be earned. No. Trust is to be earned. Respect is to be given. I don't know you to earn your motherfucking respect from you.
Preach.
I don't know you. I why would I have to, like, I don't have to, but that also doesn't mean I'm not about to sit here and just smack the shit out of you.
Right.
I'm not just here just smacking you. I don't respect you. I don't fucking, like, why would I do that? I don't know you. Now, if you was to be like, hey, Randy, can we go to your crib real quick to smoke and eat? I don't know about that because I don't trust you yet, baby. I don't know you to take you to my crib and then, you know, have a joint and whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. I think this generation is real. Get those two things.
I mean, it's a lot of clout in place too. Everybody want to come after that.
Look, Michigan screwed. Oh, confusing.
They more focused on clout. They don't matter if it's disrespectful.
Yeah,
this is the clout era.
Clout is a hell of a drug. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a clout era for sure.
It be so many niggas trying to argue with me on Instagram. I be like, bitch, do you realize I could put you on? Like not even like being like on some real shit.
No,
like
fact.
it be so many artists trying to, especially if I comment on like the neighborhood talk or like the shade room.
Right.
They hop under my comment just trying to get they ha rocks off, and they be like, I'll go to their page just to see like what they be on. Like, okay, well, you a musician, bitch. I could be working with you right now. You over here like
people don't know who they be talking to.
But that's
it's
sad.
About clout. It's
but that's
about
sad.
clout.
That's very sad.
I mean, that's why
to
most
me.
people don't even get on, because the communication with people. You know what I'm saying? Because in the world of business, in the world of entertainment, it's all about relationships. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? If we seeing each other, it's a mutual respect and we cool. Hey, that's gonna be even easier the next time we see each other, because you're gonna be like, hey, that's boy.
Yeah.
What's good? You know what I'm saying?
We
It's
go
all
through
about
it. We don't
friendship.
have
You know what I'm
like
saying?
we just starting out for real, doing everything organically, and we go through it to where we don't have as many followers as some other individuals may have, and they be surprised that we be popping up outside, but we be popping up like, wow,
Right.
you know, how y'all get hooked up with this?
Yeah, relationships.
Sometimes it ain't all about the clicks and relationships and and the followers. It be about how we talk that business when we get with people, how respectful
and how
we
you
are,
present yourself,
how we move,
how what's the quality of your work like? You feel me? I would rather work with somebody that has quality of work and 1,500 followers than a bitch that don't understand professionalism and needs to be on time that got 150,000 followers.
Thanks.
Honestly.
So y'all hear that? Look, lessons.
Yeah,
Message.
I mean, listen, them
Quality
followers,
over quantity.
Them followers is cool, and you know, having followers is cool. But if you don't know how to work that brand, it don't mean shit. If you don't know how to make money off that brand and how to actually monetize your audience, like what the fuck you got followers for, to be popular? Bitch, I've been popular my whole life. It's not fun. It's not.
Just more people in your business.
It's not, honestly. It's not really that fun. It's people constantly judging how you move, how you talk, how you whatever. It's not. It's what Christina Milian say in Love Don't Cost a Thing. Like, it's a job, nigga.
Right.
This ain't fun. Like, on some real shit. For real.
Oh man, that's crazy. But I'm gonna ask you another question I was curious about. I know after you had, I know you said also radio is your first child. Your real child that you popped out. You know what I'm saying?
Push that little nigga right out my cooter.
You know what I'm saying? A few years back, I know I seen somewhere that you started a mom group after he was born, right?
Yeah.
Now, what was the motivation with that?
Man, I had my baby in the height of COVID. So like, and I'm like,
and
a
that
real
had to
listen.
be different.
It's difficult. It's difficult, and I'm already pre-COVID. I'm already a germaphobe. Okay, so let's paint the picture. When my kids got sick, I'm genuinely a germaphobe. They all trying to be up under me and shit. I'm like, yeah, listen, this is disgusting. Somebody has to go. And then I had to check myself, like, Randy, you're their mom. Like, of course they want to cuddle, nigga.
Right.
Get it together, right? So I started the mom gang because I was in the house. Like, my son, when I first had my son, he was in NICU for 24 days. So I was there every single day. Because it was COVID, it could be one parent. So I felt bad because my husband wanted to go see our son.
And that's
I'm like,
challenging for you.
And I'm like, no, nigga. One at a time, it's me. You feel me? So yeah, it was difficult. It was very difficult. I didn't want people around me because of COVID. I was genuinely I'm not terrified of COVID anymore at this point, but I was genuinely
No, I was freaked out for sure.
I was terrified of COVID.
No,
when it first happened,
there was so much going on.
I was terrified.
It was scary. You didn't know what to do. You be touch this and be like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? You be tripping.
And literally, people was ended up on breathing machines and shit.
Yeah,
I was spraying my groceries
So COVID
down.
stopped. COVID popped that March. I had my son that June. So it was
fresh in it.
Damn,
That was scary.
Yeah, super fresh.
Yeah. So like it was bad. Like, my mom and dad didn't get to meet him until he was like 2-3 months. Cause I'm like, nigga, my daddy won't go sit down. You hood rat. Like, why the fuck you you keep going on back to the block? Like, sit down for a second, guys. You feel me? So they finally came over and met him, and it was a lot. So in the midst of me going through a lot, I know what I need to keep my soul and my energy at a certain place. And I wanted to connect with other moms. I'm like, I can't be the only person that is feeling like this right now or feeling challenged in this moment. And yeah, so I connected with other moms. I started a smaller group. And in the smaller group is me, my sister Shari, and our homegirls, Tiff and Keela. And we have like a really, really dope sisterhood. And after that, I was like, oh damn, this would be cool. Like we talk about personal stuff in our group. But in the group, we still talk about personal stuff. But now it's like over 3,000 people.
That's crazy, yeah.
And it's not the mom group that have the arguments and the cattiness and all that. It's not the mom group that you're gonna feel judged in. It's the mom group you can sit there and say like, hey dog, these kids is tiring as fuck. Hey yo, my husband is not helping me with shit. I thank God my husband is when I say my husband was my saving grace when it came to postpartum depression. Like I didn't realize, similar to with school, like I didn't realize that's not what most husbands and boyfriends did until I was like, oh shit, you bitches is not getting no help. God damn, that's fucked up, big dog. So it was just important for me just to have an outlet to talk to people, and that was really the thing. I just wanted to be able to connect with people and talk to people, and through that
it's therapeutic.
It is. We've helped so many people. We've raised money for people. We've helped people get housing in emergency situations. We've done a lot. We've done a whole lot. The Mom Gang is really, really dope. That's probably one of my proudest accomplishments in the past 10 years for sure.
Dope.
For sure.
Dope. And I know you've been dabbling within recent. You've been doing your stand up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How long have you been doing your stand-up? Because this seems relatively new.
So it's not. So I realistically, I feel like I've been doing stand-up for years. I just don't feel like it was called stand-up.
Okay.
As a party host and as an event host, period, you're constantly entertaining people.
Yes.
Facts. Yeah.
You're constantly having to control the energy, having to control the audience.
Got to check that temperature.
So I feel like I've been a comedian. I feel like I've been doing stand-up. But how many shows have I officially done as a stand-up comedian? A few. But in Randi fashion, I don't do shit small. I have a show at the Fillmore in a few weeks. Weeks.
Oh, yes. Congratulations on that. When I seen that, I said, oh, this girl don't stop.
Thank you.
Don't stop.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it. I got nervous last week for a second because I was just like...
It's real.
Like, it's really...
no, I was more so like, bro, why the fuck can't you do something like... Like, why you can't ease into it? You feel me?
It ain't in you.
It's not. It's not. I'm either gonna do it or I'm not. I don't know how to ease into nothing, bro. Like, I literally, my first booking for stand-up was out of town. I got booked to be there. It was dope as hell. They wanted me to come back to open up for B. Simone.
Nice.
But they wasn't talking about enough money. And I was just like, yeah, y'all got to realize outside of this, okay, I get y'all trying to say I'm new to this stand-up shit, but I'm still a whole brand, so.
Exactly. I'm still who I am.
Yeah, like, don't play in my face. Yeah, you tried the cute shit. Yeah, we ain't gonna, cut it out.
Run me my coins correctly.
Cut it the fuck out. Cut it out.
Like, this invoice does not.
Yeah, listen, DTE cannot be paid in a good look, okay?
On good faith.
Listen, not happening. Can't do it.
Dude, I mean, as far as the interview, you know what I'm saying, we greatly appreciate you, coming through, giving us your energy. It's been a long time coming.
Oh, I'm
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we got to give you these big flowers, though.
We patient, though. We giving you your Detroit flowers.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because
you're definitely a Detroit tastemaker. You setting the bar in a lot of different industries.
Facts.
You a CEO, too. You know, I'm big on that.
Always.
And I definitely think that you're a positive figure because of your transparency. For a lot of, people in Detroit, women in business, moms, just the whole nine. You are inspiring to a lot of different individuals, including myself. That. So we're rapid fire.
Oh no, I was scratching my eyes.
No, I do that.
I was scratching my eyes.
With you.
I'm a real East Side bitch. I'm not crying about that.
She don't cry in the car. She don't cry in the car.
I'm gonna just tuck mine in.
Right, exactly.
No, I did want to say something though, because the word positive is always so triggering to me. I don't think I'm positive. I don't. I think that I give you a different perspective on how your reality should be. So I don't like the whole, and this is not, you didn't say anything. Like I said, it's triggering to me. I'm going to figure it out within myself what the fuck is going on. But I don't like the word positive because I feel like it's such a facade. It's so fake. Like,
well, look, your authenticity is
that can have a positive impact on someone.
Yeah, and I appreciate
you know what I'm
that.
saying? I think
that's
I mean, I know you don't feel that way, but like I said,
I'm just giving you the rundown on the word. I just am.
But I think that's dope. That's what makes.
I'm a psychopath, and I take words differently sometimes.
But that's why it's dope. That's why I'm saying your transparency. Yeah. That's why it's dope, because
I appreciate
so many people want to just do things and put up, like you say, these facades like they're imperfect. I think that's another reason why pastors have a hard time. Because
they dehumanize themselves. It's the same thing.
And that's what makes you dope.
The same thing we did to Jesus. The same thing we did to Martin Luther King. We dehumanize them to make them perfect, when in reality we're supposed to. Why would you? Do we have time for this?
You about to talk about Martin Luther King?
No. Oh, like, why would you take away and say that Jesus had no sins, or like he never did anything crazy?
Right, like he was just perfect. Right.
You're supposed to. You want to embody who he is. You want to mimic who he is. So if you're telling me he's perfect, and then you're telling me, and then you're also telling me, bitch, you could never be perfect. Like, it doesn't add up. Right. But whatever. I'll leave that conversation. I'll leave that alone.
It's like striving for this goal
that you can never reach because you were born with this original sin, and you'll never be perfect because humans are not perfect. What? You are fucking me up. What's going on here?
And I think that's what makes you dope, and that's why I take from it something positive, because you're relatable. Because I'm a person that I have this way of fucking up without trying to do that all the time.
That's funny you say that, because mine, like, half of my set on the 8th is about being a fuck up.
It's like
I'm not
you're
kidding.
relatable to me, because it's like you're so transparent.
I'm not kidding.
And I'm like, this is so dope, because it's like it's awkward, but it's not.
You know what's crazy?
So
though?
I get it.
You know what's crazy and what's sad? Like, what's sad AF in real life? It's so sad that it's so much fake shit out there that I'm like, people are like, oh my God, you are so real. We fucking love it. You bitches, is that fake?
It goes down like that.
Because that's all I heard. All I heard was bitches have on masks so much that it's like when people come across someone like me, it's almost like overwhelming. Like, oh shit, let's embrace you because you're genuinely being you.
But look at the era. You got people
sad.
You got people who faking rich, people who faking like they can help get you $1 million, going to dealerships, taking pictures in front of cars they don't own. You got people that's faking being an expert in what they do. You got people it's a lot of faking.
That's wild.
It's a lot of faking. It's a lot of clout chasing. This is that era.
So that stuff don't exist in my world for real.
But it's like everybody sees
in everyone else's in the grand scheme of things, in that bigger world, it does.
But you've done a good job of isolating that from
Most
definitely.
That's a dope thing. Most definitely. You turned a lot of things that you went through, and it's still a numerous of things that we could touch bases with you about that you went through to shape you.
That's a part two.
You know what I'm saying?
But
we most definitely gonna get you back up on here. You know what I'm saying? And I know you said October 8th, right? You want to tell the people?
October 8th, we at the Fillmore. I'll be opening up for Amanda Seals alongside Comic J. Will.
Yes.
Dopeness,
and you know, hopefully we trying to get in the building, so you know we gonna do everything accordingly to do that.
Do y'all ever do virtual interviews?
We have the capabilities. We just been doing kind of in person because it's like the organic energy, but it's like we could do whatever.
Yeah, did you send me your media kit, or you say you send me it tomorrow? I'm
gonna send it to you tomorrow.
Cool. Yeah, we'll get that set up for you.
We were talking about that yesterday. We're gonna get her that by Monday. For sure.
We'll get that set up for sure.
Because it's like I know how to do decks, so I was like, okay, this is easy. I just need to make sure I do it for the subject.
All you gotta do is go on Canva and answer the questions who, what, when, where, and why in regards to your podcast. Answer this, fill in the demographics and things like that, and that's wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. You have a media deck.
Look,
message. You hear me? Yeah, I swear, man. We
tell everybody how to follow you too.
We love that you're here. But yeah,
I appreciate that. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Randi Rossario. You can follow me on TikTok at the Randi Rossario because I lost my old page and I can't log into it. And if you're on Facebook, do not add Randi Rosario Maples because I'm not gonna add you. I don't add people I don't know. You motherfuckers be weird trying to be my personal friend on my personal page. And yeah. That's it.
Okay. Well, that's pretty dope. We most definitely be seeing you sooner than later. Yeah. And we appreciate your vibes, your energy, the whole indeed. 9. You know what I'm saying? And everybody out there in TV world, y'all already know what it is. In the meantime, in between time, it's your boy, Sir LA.
And it's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And y'all in here rocking with the Pod 313, a.k.a.
the people of Detroit. Yes. And shout out Detroit Soapery.
For sure. Hey. For sure. Shout out Randy for popping up, man. Y'all already know what it is. What up, doe? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Sir LA.
And it's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And y'all in here rocking with the pod, aka the people of Detroit. And today, we just wanted to drop some jewels on y'all, about our ventures and what's going on. As y'all know, the podcast, The People of Detroit, is sponsored by Shywear LLC and also Natural Nation LLC. But as far as Shywear, that's on hold for right now, but it is coming very soon. Shout out my daughter LaShyla, dedicated to her. But today we talking about Natural Nation. And as far as Natural Nation, we got a lot to offer. We got a whole location. We got a lot of natural hygiene products. And it's very good for the skin, very good for the body. And right here next to me, we got the CEO herself, Miss Dahlia. And I'm going to let her go into detail and tell y'all about the business.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to deliver those smell good goodies that you love. We have a variety of soaps, body butters, scrubs. We even make beard bombs for men. He be twinkling and glistening. And we have relaxing bath teas. Now, you can come see us 7 days a week at 12 Oaks Mall in Novi. We're located right near the Cheesecake Factory, so you can get that good grub and get some self-care at the same time.
Yes, yes.
Outside of that, we're still processing online orders. Just make sure you hit the website at www.therealnaturalnation.com. And you can follow us on IG or Facebook. We love to see those reviews because y'all opinions on the products is what keep us going and delivering quality.
Yes. And of course, we hope to see as many of y'all as soon as possible. Like Dahlia said, we located at 12 Oaks, right by the Cheesecake Factory on the first floor. Come take a peek at what we got, because I'm quite sure you'll be intrigued and you'll be leaving with something. Because, as far as this been going, this like 5th year strong, and I feel we bigger than ever and we still got a lot more stuff to do. But at the end of it, we gonna get to the bag and we gonna be a boss in our own state, and do what we got to do.
Okay.
But with that being said, shout out everybody who has been associated with the People of Detroit podcast. All of our guests from this point that has been on there, that has been on here, from Chef Tony, KDZ, we had Tamashi on, Marcel Stewart. Shout out Tommy B, my brother. Rest in peace, bro. I'm always hold you down. And, go check out our videos. We got a lot of different videos dealing with a lot of different sectors of Detroit, and it's helpful to y'all. So it might be people out there that need motivation. Come take a look at our videos, and I promise you will get that motivation, because the people we speak with, they only a phone call away. Some of them a DM away. And if you need any assistance with anything from a life coach, getting your business in line, just anything of that nature, watch our episodes, see who we have on, because it's all people that's of importance of Detroit that helps that community. So again, in the meantime, in between time, y'all already know what it is. Sir LA.
It's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And thank y'all for rocking with the pod this long. We've been holding it down. It's our 4th month strong. But we appreciate it. You already know what it is. The People of Detroit.